Hello, hello, hello. There are still people already here. There is Mitch. Hi, RN is here. Hi. Uh, and RN is asking Rich, are the Argos still burning your nostrils, Rich? Yeah. I didn't mind Triumph of Bacchus. Yeah, it's a little bit gourmand or whatever, but I didn't mind that one. That was a nice one. I know, if you didn't watch Rich's video, Rich posted a review of Argos fragrances, and Danny, it's a little bit of F-boy fragrance. That's what but it's whatever. It is what it is. So, hi, sweetheart. Hi, Connolly. How are you? Guys, say hi. Drop your scent of today. Like the stream if you can or can't. Why can't you? Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, turn on the notification button and all that. Rich says, smell like plastic assurance. Well, some people are into that. You never know. You never know who's into what. So, the subject of today comes in as my interest in men's fragrances. I have been exposed to men's fragrances ever since because my dad used to wear a lot of men's fragrances. He had, hi Sandra, how are you? He had Old Spice, and then I think at some point he bought the Cool Water, and he had that one, and he had a few others. I can't just remember now, but like I remember he may have had opium at some point, and I just can't place it. But he used to always wear perfume before going out of the house, especially like was going to parties or whatever. He would be like, he was the 20th spray man. So I had been exposed to men's perfume, and occasionally I would steal off a little bit. I didn't mind some of it. But I had never really looked into the kind of wearing it as I, got into fragrances later, like in 2020 and 2019. I was just discovering so many other things. But the idea of scent having gender, it kind of goes with my background in that I speak Persian, and my mother tongue is Azeri as well. My mother tongue is Azeri, and I also speak Persian. And we don't have in Persian, we don't have masculine, feminine the way we would in you have in English or even any other language. So for us, he or she is one thing. It's called u, and when you talk about u, you never know if it's a he or she, unless that you say something in the context. There's no gender for stuff, like there's no gender for a tree or like table or whatever that is, like French. It just doesn't make sense to me, and that's where I struggle with in terms of the language wise. So if you notice, if I'm very tired, sometimes I just like he and she would be mixed up. And if I am like, and in French, I'm like, I just go by what it sounds better. Like if it's la or le or whatever, then I would just try to go by that. But half the time I can't guess it right because, whatever. So the idea of things or scents or experiences having a gender doesn't make sense to me. I'd never it's not something that I grew up with or like have experienced. Like in fact, where I come from, like men can wear like really floral and rosy fragrances and it will be okay. Oud in Iran is not very common, even though people like they are from Middle East, but not a lot of oud is worn. It's a lot of extrait of stuff is worn. So in that, and when somebody suggested, I think it was I want to say it was 2021 when I got my first kind of targeted man fragrance, and that was the Dior Homme. I want to say Dior Homme Intense. That was Dior Homme Intense, and then after that, I got Dior Homme Parfum, and then over the last few months, thanks to Rich's Discord, I have, and some people in there, some very famous people who are not in the chat today. I have been like paying more attention to men's fragrances, and I am actually blown away how um, still doesn't make sense to me the sense having a gender, even though I have a scale of feminine to masculine things. But even then, I'm just like, and sometimes people are surprised when I'm like liking things that they really think that it's really really traditionally masculine. Anyhow, so I actually looked up something very nice, an article that I don't agree with everything that the article says, but it kind of resonated with me a little bit in some of the things. So this is from a website. It's called Olfactory NYC. Let me put my eyes on. Now, you all guys can fall asleep. Rich is probably snoring by now. Um, Gender association with fragrance is often rooted in our upbringings and our memory. Scents and memories go hand in hand, as our sense of smell is the most powerful of the senses when it comes to memory recollection. We remember the fragrance our parents wore. We remember the fragrance our first love wore. Yes, I do. This plays a part in whether we associate a fragrance with masculinity or femininity. Interesting. Did you know that perfumers do not create perfumes to be masculine or feminine? Fragrance was originally a genderless craft. So I do not agree with that statement. I think perfumers often have a brief from the companies, like the ones that work for big companies. They have a brief from the company that would say, let's create a feminine fragrance with these notes. I think that is mentioned in the briefs, but I may be wrong in that. Fragrance was originally a genderless craft. The perfumers created scents for the purpose of constructing a scent, not to specifically make a woman's or men's scent. And then it talked about that in the Middle Ages, natural perfumes were worn all throughout the upper class, not divided by gendered scent families at all. The idea of masculine and feminine fragrances originally developed as a marketing technique around the late 19th century. This occurred during the start of the Gilded Age. This was a time of quick economic growth, leading to a sudden availability of multitude of products that previously weren't available to the masses. This meant that the luxury of fragrance was suddenly available to the middle and lower classes of society. During this period of large economic growth, there was a simultaneous shift in an emphasis on what we know now as a traditional gender roles in the average home. Because of this, the start of mass fragrance marketing had a concentrated focus on distinctive gendering of these fragrances. The women's fragrances were often packaged with florals, floral motifs, and even sometimes were dyed so that the fragrance itself was delicate pink, while men colognes were often packaged in sleeker and darker bottles. Down to the packaging of the products, these marketing strategies placed strict emphasis on designated gendered fragrances. Right. So, hi, Jordan. How are you? So basically, and it's really interesting because the article kind of mentioned that, even though like we think about certain scents or scent profiles as more masculine or feminine, the same kind of, let's say, floral soap or things like men don't have problems with wearing, like having floral or fruity scented products, including laundry detergent or soaps or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure there are some men that do, but like it's not common. So, and at the end, he talks about that this kind of idea of masculine and feminine fragrances is now obsolete at this age, and I think that's true. I feel like it sometimes more than masculine feminine is what matches your personality, right? Like I think Rich and I have talked about that a few times, in that I feel sometimes there are fragrances that are way too pretty for me or way too rugged for me, for my personality. And I think that's where I go by, like rather than masculine, feminine, or making it, gendered. So, does anybody have an idea or comment, or you all fell asleep by now? Does anybody who's wearing like from the ladies who are watching who's wearing a masculine fragrance and enjoying it, please drop me the name in the comments. If anyone from men that are wearing traditionally feminine fragrance, you can also talk about it if you like. I just see the chat is dead. That's all right. I have been told that my voice is quite. I'm awake and I want a cookie. Yes, I want a cookie. I would say, Carl, you're just back into track. I saw your gym post. So cookie is not for you. No cookie for you. Ariane says I wear number 5 EDT every night. Turn on says I wear femme. Femme what? I really like Flora Botanica as a man. The Flora Botanica is very, very nice. I'm gonna say that. Like, it's really nice. Hi, Mitra. The whole Dior Homme line is better on women. I can't say. Like, I feel like what I kind of mentioned earlier. I think it's just a fragrance personality, really. Some personalities match a certain fragrances and not. I have 1980s number 5 ETT, which I love, and love many tuberose as well. Good on you. And again, I think I read somewhere, and I may be wrong, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, that even certain things that were considered initially started as feminine targeted fragrances now is worn by men, like even like maybe it was Fougère or Chypre. I'm not 100% sure. I had enough of Dropout wearing Mitsuko for a week. So interestingly enough, someone says somebody told me that Mitsuko in their mind was a more masculine fragrance, which I was like, what? Kenny says La Col Noir was also very good. And yes, La Col Noir has that beautiful rose, especially it's really good in cold weather. Sandra says, I love 24 Rue de la Université and 6 Place Saint-Sulpice by YSL. I love DHI Lidge. I used to wear Oud Wood. Yes, Oud Wood. Oh my God, Oud Wood. I really like Oud Wood. I think, I mean, say whatever you like. I think that's a really sexy fragrance, and I really like Oud Wood. So in that, I'm just going to talk about a little bit of some of the stuff that I own. So this one is a Dior Homme Intense in 2011 formulation. I think this is a 2011 batch. Yeah, 2011 batch. What is this? Oud Wood is very good. Yes, 1932. Oh, 1932 is really nice. Christina says Premier is nice on him. I don't know what Premier is. I didn't like it on me. Yeah, and sometimes it's the skin chemistry, right? Like, you know, you might put on something and some of the very rough and rugged like notes might come out, and somebody else might put it on, and all they experience is their kind of floral aspects of it. So here we have Dior Homme Intense, and as I said, I got this one in 2021. I think no. This actual bottle is recent, actually. I think, or not. Or maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I know I got something that was the 2011, whatever you call it, formulation. But notes on this one, Dior Homme Intense. So that's the bottle for you. And it was 2011 Dior Homme Intense is a woody floral musk fragrance for men. Dior Homme Intense 2011 was launched in 2011. Surprise, surprise. Nose behind it is François de Machy. The top notes are lavender, middle notes are iris, ambrette, and pear. Base notes are Virginia cedar and vetiver. What I smell the most out of this is, God, I should have brought my tester strips, which I do not have my tester strips here. I am not very ready, but what I get most out of this, there's ambrette. Lavender is not too present on my skin. I do get ambrette and iris and a little bit of the vetiver and cedar in the base. That's mostly all that I get, and I really like it on a daily basis. Something that you can wear anywhere, anytime, to me anyways. And I don't think of it as a traditionally masculine fragrance. Uh, let's see what it says. Turn on says 5 Eau Premier. Yes, yes, yes. I love Derby. Yes, Derby is beautiful. Derby's I've heard it's beautiful. I own Derby. I love it, but it's too butch for me. I love spraying just one spray to sniff and admire its masterpiece. That's correct. Yes, and then there are some fragrances that are like that, right? Like you're not gonna. I'm gonna do the faux pas and spray in the cap. Ah, this is so good. Like to me, it gives that. It gives me the fresh. To give me that powdery and that amber being airy. I quite like this one. Dahlia says, Creed's Millesime Imperial smells good on women. Don't try it, though, Mitra. All right. I have actually, funny enough, like that was 2021. I think I was at the store. It's called Winners here in Canada, and I was at the store and I saw a Creed and I'm like, what? A Creed and Winners store is a discount store like PJ Mask. TJ Maxx. God, I watched too many kids shows. And I posted in the group, and a few people wanted me to get it, so I got it for them. And one of them asked me, "You can spray it if you want, just to try it." It's not my thing. It's too herbally. Like it's not my thing. PJ Maxx, yeah. You know, PJ Maxx isn't that that's a cartoon like that. I'm pretty sure that's a cartoon. Anyhow, so that was that. Then I all heard about, like I knew guys were going crazy over Mitra-et-le-Parfum, and like everyone is looking for Mitra-et-le-Parfum. For the longest time, it wasn't available in North America, and everybody was just looking for it. And I'm like, I saw it one day. Which one did you find at TJ Maxx? In Millesime Imperial. I found Millesime Imperial at TJ Maxx. So Mitra-et-le-Parfum, this is not the original version that is 75 ml. Those bottles were 75 ml. These bottles are 100 ml. This is the one before this current version of 2025 with the François de Machy. And this one, the notes on this one, so was released in 2014. The notes behind this fragrance is the nose behind this fragrance is François de Machy. Notes are Tuscan iris, Italian orange, leather, rose, sandalwood, ambrette, and agarwood, oud, and cedar. I'm actually surprised every time like someone says this one has oud, and I'm like, oh, where? Like I on me it doesn't come out. Like I don't smell the oud on me. The iris in this one is a little bit different than the iris on Dior Homme Intense, in that I find Dior Homme Intense more powdery and more kind of creamier iris. This is like a violety iris and that kind of thing. It's prominent cedar and amber cedar as well, but I don't really get the oud out of this. I don't recall like really leather being prominent on me either. Like mostly I'm getting is the fresh notes on top. There's some iris slash violet, amber and cedar that I'm getting out of this one. So that's the other one. Oh, guys, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna die otherwise. As soon as I go live, my voice goes to bye-bye. Let's see. Oh, yes. Rich is asking, Dahlia, have you survived the Hobbit? And Dahlia says, I'm still alive, Rich, and I miss him. Aaron says Dahlia was the Shire, was the Shire big mess of perfumes and wigs. Whatever that was. Kenny says, in my opinion, Dior Homme Parfum 2020 smells like the original DHI silver color. Oh, interesting. You know, that I have never smelled. I don't know what the silver color smells like. Jordan says, I used to love DHB, but I would say since acquiring the original Dior Homme and the original Intense, I much prefer those. Interesting. So y'all, can somebody tell me what year was the original Dior Homme Intense release? Because I, for one, do not know which one was that. Since we are talking about Dior's, okay. Stepping on Legos, so annoying. Oh God, y'all, the comments will be held for review. Like, stop with these keywords. So the next one that I have, thanks to Roly Maroli, like sign me up for this, is the Dior Fahrenheit Absolute. This bottle, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Since we are going down the Dior road, so Dior Fahrenheit Absolute is isn't it EDT, right? This is an EDT. No, I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is Eau de Toilette Intense. Whatever that means. Eau de Toilette Intense. Interesting. This I got thanks to Anoush. And Fahrenheit Absolute launched in 2009. And the nose behind it is François Dimashi. And the notes are incense, myrrh, violet, and agarwood or oud. Again, it's a very clean oud and not really like skanky oud. If there is any oud, I don't detect that in this. Let me see. Oh. So good. Like this combination of incense, myrrh, and violet has me in chokehold. It's so, so, so good. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. It's so good. It's so, so good. I really, really enjoyed this combination. Like anything with iris, myrrh, incense, a little bit of salt, like a little salt. I'm really digging that scent profile recently. So that's really nice. And I don't really feel that's strongly masculine by any means, even though Fragrantica has highly rated as a masculine scent. I'm looking at the first comment in Fragrantica. It says, a long time ago, Fahrenheit Absolute was the signature fragrance of a distinct young boy in a remote location in Italy, a gateway scent that let that boy embark in a journey full of sense and wisdom. All right. So that's that. Again, you can wear it anytime, anywhere. I don't even feel like it's in a special occasion, and it's quite like inoffensive to me anyways. So that's that. Next we do have, then I looked at, like, I went to this slippery slope of like Dior's and the Fahrenheit, and that was this is Dior Fahrenheit Parfum, and I'm not sure if they're going to change the formulation of this one, or has it gone, or is it still there? I'm not sure yet, but the way it's going, because they're kind of changing everything Dimashi to everything Francis Kurkdjian, it is possible that they would be changed. So I kind of panicked and got this one, but this one is a beautiful vanilla. Like if you are a vanilla lover, get your nose on this. Get your nose on this. So weird thing to say, but Le Parfum was launched in 2014. François Dimashi again. Notes are suede, licorice, Sicilian mandarin, violet leaf, rum, coriander, cumin. Base notes in bourbon, vanilla. Licorice is not like a really sweet licorice. Like it doesn't come across like that. There's violet leaf, obviously. I don't get as boozy scent in this one. Maybe I just can't smell it. Cumin is there, but it's not BOE cumin. So this is an absolute gorgeous, kind of a fresher vanilla to me. It's not sticky vanilla by any means, and it would be a great one for summer, in my opinion. But I may be wrong. I don't know. Eye de Chat, and scent of the day is Jean-Charles de Kestibak. I don't know who that is. Hi, Raymond. How are you? Awake by Acro. Beautiful. Raymond, have you tried Glow from Acro? I think I tried it briefly at the 50 ml, but I can't remember what it smelled like. I was just in such a rush to get out of there that I didn't pay much attention to that. Next, let's do our Chanel's. From Chanel, I have two beautiful fragrance. One is Chanel pour le Monsieur. This is in an EDP. And it comes in EDP and it comes in EDT. This is must be 100 ml. I think it's probably 100 ml. 75 ml. This is a 75 ml. There are the notes of, I reviewed it earlier. The notes on this is the nutmeg. There is vetiver. What else is in there? Nutmeg, vetiver, some fresh notes. I think it's kind of some lemon. Absolutely gorgeous fragrance. I mean, I know people think that this is highly masculine, which I don't know why I don't. I just feel like it's a nice freshie and there's lavender, obviously. Because that would be a nice one for summer. So I'm really looking forward to wear this one. And I actually wore it today as a scent of the day, and I did post a short review on my website. If you have not tried this one and you're a woman, don't get scared of it. So the EDT version, which I tried at the airport, is a little bit more fougere, and because it is like that, some people think it's more masculine. So that's that. The next one I have is the Chanel Anthos. Chanel Anthos. This is the current version, but I also have the vintage version. The way you know that you have a vintage version is the this one would be silver, and the sprayer would be silver. So that's, you have the vintage. Jimmy says, hello everyone. Scent of today, Sal Ghost by Frederic Malle. Beautiful. So Chanel Anthos is a woody chypre launched in 1981. The notes behind it is Jack Polch. Notes are myrrh, clary sage, coriander, bergamot, lime, Amalfi lemon. Middle notes are rose, thyme, basil, and jasmine. Base notes are castoreum, oak moss, patchouli, and French labdanum. For everyday use, I prefer the current version. It's quite soft. It's beautiful. I have not tried M7. I have to, I am curious about it, but I have not tried it. Funny enough, the skanky note of I don't want to eat fragrance. It got into my mouth. The skanky note of castoreum, it doesn't come off on my skin, which is surprising, but it does come off when I spray it on the cap. It does come out of there. So on my skin, mostly what I'm getting, this aromatic rose, there's all those aromatic top notes plus the rose and some oak moss in the base. I do get a little bit of the warmness, the deep dry down. So there's that. Dahlia, what are the men's fragrances that you wear? I feel like you have some in your... Hi, Pearly, how are you? I feel like you have some in your repertoire that you wear. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have my protein bar. On with it. You're listening on the mute. Pour Monsieur, Egoiste, and Anthos. What a lineup. It is. Egoiste is absolutely beautiful. I don't have a bottle of Egoiste, but that's a gorgeous one too. And I would see that as to me, it's fine for a woman if they want to wear. The next one I want to talk about. Sorry, guys, I'm eating on live. Let's not choke. It's Must Cartier. This is the EDT Must Cartier. And this is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous summery but warm smell to me. And I feel there's lots of aromatic and citrusy top, but then there's that cinnamon and ginger that gives it a little bit of warmth. And the base that has some vanilla and vetiver is quite prominent for me on this one. So the cap is like, so good. This is so, so good. I actually, off the cap that I'm smelling something that might be that olive leaf. This one was released in 2000, and those behind is Natalie Fischauer. Top notes are anise, olive leaf, green mandarin, carnation, grapefruit, coriander, bergamot. Middle notes are cinnamon and ginger. Base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, musk, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at that. I kind of like the bottle. It's kind of gaudy in some ways, but I also do like the bottle. Here. Look at that. Lilith. Lilith, if you want to talk, you can come up. If you have any men's fragrances, Rich, you can send her the link for the StreamYard. Which man's fragrance can hold a pair up? You don't need a man's fragrance to hold that up. Yeah. Anytime you need assistance, I'm here for you. Dahlia says M7, Oud Wood, Dior Homme, Bentley for men, absolute. Anything else in my small collection that's masculine is categorized as unisex. Interesting. Pearly, she's talking about top 10 creeds for, okay, well. And Riches, Lilith, don't ignore me. Let's send Lilith. Let's see, maybe we can. Lilith says she is very shy and she does not come on streams. And I'm not sure if Rich is sleeping or awake, but let's send Lilith floral notes. Let's send Madame a StreamYard link and see if she will join. Which I don't think so. I don't think so. Floral note says, I'm on a short break. Sorry. That's all right. All right. Talking about men's fragrance is good for women. How about the reverse? I will talk about that as well. I actually wanted someone to come and talk to me on that. That would be nice. If you want to come up and talk about that, let me know. I'll drop the link. Aventus for women isn't half bad. Billie Eilish too is dark enough. Yes, Aventus for a woman is actually quite unisex. I feel like that's do I have a bottle? I think I do have a bottle still. It's quite nice, I'd say. Let's see what else we want to try. Let's do Gucci Guilty Absolute. This is a bottle. Y'all, I think the picture in Fragrantica is a scam because it shows the bottle being full. And honestly, I have maybe a few sprays out of this. Like I got it the other day. I've used a few sprays of it, and this is the level that it comes in, not the picture on Fragrantica. I've seen other pictures that are like the bottle that I have. Gucci Guilty Absolute is one of the most rugged fragrances that I have. It's quite addictive, and I go back to it over and over again. So launched in 2017. Nose behind it is Alberto Morias. Leather, cypress, patchouli. Base notes are woody notes and vetiver. And I'm pretty sure 100% of Fragrantica said that it's quite a male fragrance. Let's see. Yeah, it is. On one side, it is the piercing, sharp Gasoline leather accord. On the other side is a very uninspiring male designer. I don't agree. I think it's very, very good. And I like it. And I feel like there's a time and place for this in winter. And, it would be nice to wear the leather jacket. This totally would go with it. All right, let's see. Look at that bottle. Is it made in Spain? Which one? Oh, Oh, you told me about something that was made in Spain. Which one was it made in Spain? Which one was it? I can't remember. Um, yes, yes, yes. I need to focus. I need to focus. Is that discontinued? Yes, it is discontinued. It's no longer on the Gucci website anymore. So I just, but it's still available on really good prices on Fragrance Net, and it's on Thing as well. The other one, Fragrance Net, and Joma Shop had it at really good good scent. All right. And Paris Monte Carlo Oud Imperial Extrait, not definitely masculine, but fantastic. Oud Imperial Extrait, that name scares me. I'm still kind of scared of my oud, so I won't go there. Next one that I have is Eau de Beau from L'Occitane. This is the beautiful vanilla, really, really, really nice everyday vanilla. Was released in 2006. It was released in 2006. The nose behind the fragrance is Corinne Dubreuil-Sereny. Top notes are cardamom, and pink pepper. Middle note, cypress and incense. Base notes are vanilla and tonka bean. And I quite like this one. And cardamom comes very quite strong on this one as well. I'm just gonna spray a piece of paper. Oh, so good. The cardamom, incense, vanilla, and the tonka bean. So good. It is sweet, but it's not too sweet. I would say it's not like tooth decaying sweet. So it is very nice, very nice. Oh, have you done any rose and oud combos? No, I think I will just die rose and oud combo. I don't like that. Like, I mean, I've smelled things rose and oud combo, and I just like it's not for me. It's quite headache inducing. They come like that. They're not filled to the top. Yes. That sounds like something I would like. Yes, very good, Dahlia. You need to give it a try if you haven't. And it's quite inexpensive too. That's very nice. Then what do we have? I'm gonna bring the Costume National Homme. Should we not pull in here? Why? Costume National Homme. I'm also looking for Costume National Soul, but it seems like the only thing that only place that I'm gonna be able to get it is Europe, because I don't see it here at all for decent prices anyway. Costume National Homme. Let's see if I have the right bottle here. No, that's not the right bottle. Homme Parfum. Let's see, Costume National Homme Parfum. I thought I put everything in here, but Homme Parfum. Yes, this one. It's an oriental fragrance launched in 2020. The nose behind it is Dominique Ropion. Top notes are cardamom, grapefruit, bergamot. Middle notes are cinnamon, patchouli, vetiver. Base notes are sandalwood, labdanum, and musk. I have really a soft spot for cardamom fragrances. Like, cardamom is often used in baklava in Iran, and it's used in, like, we put little seeds of it in our tea. I am really fond of cardamom scents. And this is the one that is made in Spain, right? I mean, probably is not listening, but I think that's what the original whatever made in Spain. Is that what it is? Right? All right. And let's spray my other piece of paper. The top citruses are quite nice. Like, I think that's, what is it? The top citrus one is the grapefruit and bergamot. Really nice and really juicy. And then it dries down. Like, I do smell the cinnamon, cardamom, and then a little bit of the base notes later on this fragrance. Very, very nice. Hi, Germs. How are you? You're here, not on YouTube. What's up? The next one is Ombre Leather, Tom Ford Ombre Leather. I think this one actually was the fragrance that started me on leather fragrances. I wasn't really into leather fragrances at all, and I smelled this one. It's Ombre Leather EDP, and I really, really liked it. And ever since, like, leather has become actually one of my favorite notes, mostly suede, but I also do like ombre leather. Ariane says, I'm amazed Alberto Maria's made both M7. Why is that? Are you surprised, you mean? So ombre leather is 2018, although there's a 2016 thing, isn't it? So there's one in 2016, and I think they reformulated it in 2018, which this is the current formula. Was launched in 2018. Nose behind it is Sonia Constant. The top notes are cardamom, again. Middle notes are leather, jasmine, sambac. Base notes are amber, moss, and patchouli. Yeah. So leather in this one is very prominent. Like, I would say it's a primary note in this one. And yeah, seems like I have a thing for Alberto Marias, I guess. And then the amber and the cardamom that comes across. I really, really like this one, and I prefer it over Parfum. I know people say Parfum is a little more kind of unisex, but I'd rather have EDP than Parfum. It works out on my skin a lot better than the other ones. The next one is the YSL Opium, and this is EDP of YSL Opium. Kind of a beat up bottle, but that's all right. It's really hard to get this one now. And I got to know this based on recommendation of a famous person on Fracom, which I'm not going to name. Opium EDP. I'm not sure if I'm in the right page. Y'all, do you think that Opium Pour Homme was launched in 1995? I'm not sure this is the one that was launched in 1995. It might be another version of Opium that was launched. That might be just the original one. I don't think this is that one. Hold on. Opium Pour Homme Eau de Parfum. Oh, okay, so I was in the wrong page. Opium Pour Homme Eau de Parfum. It was launched in 1995. Oh, all right. It's Jacques Valley. Top notes are star anise and blackcurrant, Szechuan pepper, galanga. What is galanga? Base notes are bourbon, vanilla, tolu balsam, and atlas cedar. All right, I'm just going to bring back our page here so I can see what I'm doing. All right. And Parfum. Yeah, I got really confused. I'm just going to put this on here. Good day, Bobby. So good. Again, that top, like, fresh notes are really, really good. Oh, galanga is a ginger's cousin. Oh, interesting. So good, y'all. Like, it's so, like, the top notes are so juicy and nice, and then I get the vetiver and cinnamon, and labdanum comes out later. I'm using it really sparingly because it's really hard to find. Bobby is here. Hi, Bobby. How are you? How are your Costco adventures? You see, RN is alluding to them. Jimmy says, I think Ombre Leather Parfum comes across like a cleaned up violet fragrance with some leather rather than other way around. Oh, okay. I see. Is this, no, it is EDP. It is EDP. Here we go. I have work to do. All right. Eau de Parfum. So we talked about that. And then I want to talk about the last one, which I haven't really had the chance to try. This one came in as freebie in my last purchase. It's Giacomo by Giacomo. Giacomo de Giacomo by Giacomo. It's an aromatic fougere for men and was launched in 1980. The nose behind it is Christian Matthew. And the notes are lots of stuff. So cloves, oak moss, patchouli, cinnamon, lavender, basil, musk, cumin, Brazilian rosewood, cardamom, rosemary, geranium, cedar, galbanum, amber, sage, cypress, iris, cyclamen, grapefruit, and lime. Again, I haven't had a chance to try it on. Let's see if we can find the pizza paper here. What we can spray here. All right, spray it here. I don't think this is important piece of paper, is it? Probably not. This is like more traditionally. Yeah, this is a special occasion. This I will put with addition the Antos in the vintage Antos in the same category, but it's absolutely beautiful. Like I do smell a lot of oak moss, patchouli, galbanum is there, and some aromatics. But obviously, this is on paper. I have to try it on my skin and see how it's going to turn out. So that was that. So what else, guys? Drop me send of the day. Like the stream, please. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. James Mitra began with asking men if they wear women's underwear. I never do such thing. It's none of my business. Does that, in your experience, you have seen it happen a lot often? I don't know. What was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something and now I forgot. It's great. Whatever. I was going to show something. I forgot. No, I have not tried CK Obsession and I want to try CK Obsession, but I don't know to buy like a current formulation or buy a vintage. Haven't found one. Scala Indonesi by Lazanda Modal. Oh, it's very nice, Stefan. I really liked Scala Haiti. Bobby definitely wears thongs. Okay. Lily, and what's your favorite batch of Aventus? Come on. There's no. I don't. Aventus smells good on men. I'm not gonna lie. Aventus smells good. They have some good fragrances. They're very good. Please type a response in the comments. Why are you even here? Like, if you're not gonna listen to me, like, come on, y'all. Alrighty. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and see how you're doing, how things are going. Next, I really want to try the Scarlon on skin. If you haven't watched my last haul one, I really want to try this one on skin and come back to you guys and see how it smells. This lady, I'm just gonna come back. Mitra, you have to say Ventus smells good with your cleavage out. Oh God, Dahlia, behave. You behave. That looks like a palace. Yeah, it is. It's called L'Heure Dorée, and it's kind of their kind of oriental thing. But I tried it a little bit, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous on a paper, but I haven't tried it on my skin, and I'm gonna go to give it a try and use them up. With that, we'll come to the end, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We have a lot of people in house today, and drop me your scent of the day. Tell me what men fragrances you're wearing. If you're a man, tell me what women's fragrances you usually wear. I'm always looking for suggestions. Men only wear Aventus for what? For other men. Just they're obsessed with. All right. Love. Bye.